you're right. This is rare. Try to get an Olympic rematch in most events in early May. You're not going to get it, let alone the men's 100. The reason I'm going Curly, Jacobs hasn't run outdoors yet. Curly, very consistent all last year. It was hard to find a bad Fred Kerley race last year. I think Jacobs is still the number one guy right now, but this is his debut. So I'm going to go with Curly. And for the women's 100, if it was a 200, I'd go on Boma. 100, I think Shelly Ann will have enough, even though she hasn't run that much this year either.
Should we break down that Kenyan meet right now? Why don't we jump right into it?
For sure.
Let's
Let's
do it.
yeah, let's switch the order around here. Let's go
Yeah, switch the order.
to we got the full field there, Colt. Can you pull up just the full field of that men's 100 that Gordon sent you for Nairobi? Yeah, make that real big. Yeah, that sweet,
The
sweet
top entry.
PDF.
It's at the very top, very top, very top.
Let's go 300% or something, Colt. It's a Wednesday. Let's go wild with it. I see some names. See, my eyesight's not this great, and I don't want to lean too much. I see Ferdinand Omanyala, who's running really fast. You got Curly, Young, Jacobs, Tortu, Kenny Bednarek in there. This is legit. This is a legit field. If you're going not just top two, but if you're saying top 10, you probably have 4 or 5 top 10 guys in the world in this race.
Yeah, don't we can't forget about the Kenyan Ferdinand because he's on his not home course, but in his home country. He's not flying 8 hours to get to this meet. You know,
Mhm.
it's going to be a little bit of an advantage with rest. And like I said, this meet from top to bottom, like we'll break down each race, but starting with this men's 100, it's going to be a big like resume kind of data point that we're going to gather from these top sprinters that normally
Yeah.
we don't get in typical seasons. But we look at what is lined up on the schedule for Curly, for Jacobs, for Bromell, for DeGrasse, for a Bednarek, for a Lyles, for a Knighton, all these top guys who we think can be in the mix to medal or win. They're all going to be
Mhm.
racing each other for these next two
Yeah.
months. And it all starts this weekend, which is very exciting. You can watch this race live on FloTrack. It's at 8 a.m. Central on Saturday. So it's like late afternoon in Kenya time, early morning here in U.S. time. But it's going to be a banger, and I'm really looking forward to Curly versus Jacobs and Kenny B. Kenny B. It's kind of been under the radar, similar to Ferdinand,
Yeah.
the Kenyan athlete. There's been under the radar sprinters. Right now, we're all thinking Curly, 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 Jacobs, and Coleman. Right, those are like the big three. Knighton now has put himself in the mix, but there's been some under the radar sprinters that this be the moment to shine. Can they beat a Jacobs? Can they beat a Curly to kind of put themselves on the
Mhm.
map and be like, hey, I'm another potential gold medalist? So that's the men's 100.